What's up guys, my name is Andy. In this video, it's time to install the hood back on my 66 Mustang. If you recall in a previous video, I had taken it off because I wanted to cut a hole in the hood to make the scoop that was on there functional, because the scoop that was on there was just molded onto the hood. The previous owner or somebody did it and it never worked. And because I didn't care about the hood, I figured I'm gonna go ahead and just cut a hole in it and we'll just make it functional for now until I get a new hood. Well, now it's time to put it back on the car because I had done all that engine work and put everything in here and got all this all dialed in. And now I want to put the hood back on so we can get back on the road. And again, this is the part that I had cut out to make the scoop functional so that I could have this part working on the car. And we put this on here just to kind of clean up the edge of the metal. And also, I probably didn't tell you guys that this hood was black underneath here, and I just threw some paint on here, some white paint, just to get it coated so that it looked a little bit nicer. But again, I plan to do a new hood, so the rattle can job that I did on this is sufficient for what I'm doing, but I wouldn't recommend that. I would say get the hood painted for real, get it done right. Also, I don't know if I recall, if I talked about it in the last video, but if you look at right here, this little mark here, here, and there, they're just very subtle marks. I had done that to help me align the hood to the car to where it was when I took it off. And I did the same thing on both sides. And if you come over here to the car, and again, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a little Sharpie mark there, and one there, and one there. And those are the marks that I'm going to align with the hood so that I know that when I put it back together here and put it back on the car, that it'll be mostly aligned, and I won't have to struggle with trying to find the perfect spot where it was before. It wasn't aligned perfect, but it was a much better job than just slapping it on there. Now, because I'm doing this by myself, the easiest way is to drop one corner of the hood on something like a towel like this, and then you support the hood and you walk around the car and you can bolt on the other side, get that done, and then come back over here and bolt this side up. And this will help keep from damaging the paint. It's not gonna be perfect, and really I recommend if you've got two hands, or this set of hands, somebody to help you, this is the best way to do it, because then you can both put the nuts in and the bolts in at the same time. But because I'm by myself today, this is how we're gonna have to do it. And it's also a good idea, again, if you're doing this by yourself, to get your tools and the fasteners ready to go so you can reach everything right when you're putting everything in place. Now guys, I cannot think of a single thing that could go wrong installing this hood. So let's cross our fingers. And we'll just drop the corner in the towel there. And then as you walk around, support the hood. Be careful, don't drop it on the paint. And this might not work the best way. Again, you guys you really would be better off having two people help, another set of hands to help you. All right guys, so that's bolted up and bolted in place. Again, if you can line up your marks as best as you can, you're gonna come out with the best alignment as possible, but it may take a little bit of tweaking, moving things over, shimming stuff to make it perfect. I remember when I took this off, it wasn't a perfect alignment when I took it off, but when I put it back on just now, we go ahead and close the hood. It's a little tight on this side, and it's a little loose on this side, and that's something that I can go back and I can shim and take care of later. But really, I'm gonna get a different hood. I wanna paint the car. So this is one of those things that it's just not high on my priority. I wanna make sure that it closes and it doesn't bind up on the paint, but perfect gaps are not my priority right now. So that's a win. If we look inside the hood scoop there, you can see the bolt that holds the air freshener on. And so that, I know that we're clearing that. That's not touching anything, so that's good. All right. All right, guys, so that's it. That's how you install the hood back on your car when you don't have anybody to help you out. Again, I keep saying it, I recommend having somebody to help you. Just if they just hold it in place while you line everything up, that'd be fine. You know, you saw how I put that towel in the corner. I just really was trying to keep the paint from getting chipped up and the corners chipped up with the hood and stuff like that. You kind of have to mess with it a little bit, but if you take your time, you can get it done. And then again, going through and just taking the time to shim that stuff may be important to you. I am not a body guy. I don't know if you shim it one way, it makes the line do this, and the other side. I don't know enough about that stuff, and I'm gonna leave that to my painter guy when we get to that part. So, but for now, hood's back on, it's secured, looks like it did before, and I'm happy. So guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I appreciate it because it helps my channel out, and we'll see you in the next one.